Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz and I'm back with another video for you today. Today we have two games from one of my long-time subscribers, and he's also donated to the channel, so thank you very much, Ram. I do very much appreciate all your help in keeping this channel going. So he sent over two games and asked me what I thought, so I'm going to be brutally honest for him and for you. We'll go through it step by step, and I'll just point out things that I think he's doing right and what he's doing wrong. So let's not waste any time and get to the first game. Okay, well, Ram has his work cut out for him because the enemy team has two very strong guns in the T-49 and Smasher. They also have a WZ-120 GFT and three armored tanks in the T-32, Yo, and IS-5. On his team, he has an AMX M449 and a MIL-1. He's also got a CDA 105, which is basically a worse version of the WZ. I think he's got a Swindler on his team. If that guy gets hit by the T-49 early on, yeah, that could be an early trip to the garage. So Rams decided to head off to the heavy side. Makes sense, as most of his team is here. Let's see what happens. Now, the mediums should have encountered the T-49 by now, if he's there. So maybe he's AFK, maybe he's sitting back. Ram comes out at an interesting angle. That's okay because the guy in front of him would have been lit up first, but I would definitely be cautious if there were tanks there. He's in the middle of the road here. That's okay because the guy in front of him has not been spotted. Normally, I would pull closer to the wall. That way, if I get tracked or get spotted, I can quickly pull behind cover if need be. The enemy team is not the best. I can definitely tell you that. They're getting the base, which is suicide on this map, this early on in the game anyway. Maybe later on, but not early on this game. Okay, bounced that shell unfortunately. And T-32 is, well, not the best player. He pushes out way into the open, takes a hit, and misses by a mile. So the T-32 is not a threat. The tank is decently strong, but he's not going hull down. He can't aim to save his life. And yeah, I would definitely not really worry about him. Lovely shot here, though, through the tracks on the turret. Lovely stuff. Good work there. Okay. Now the Yo's taking a massive hit. He's got less hit points, so I would focus on the Yo. Okay, he's zoomed in and he's moving, and he's fired and he's moving back and he's still zoomed in. And my advice is when you're not firing, just to unzoom. That way you can see if anyone's coming around. See, unzoom now. Now you're moving back and forth while you're zoomed in. It can get tricky, so I think I would prefer if he just unzoomed while he's waiting for the shell to reload, and then pushing on out and zooming in then. Okay, he's got one more shell, and here he goes. Can he pop one? He definitely can. Unfortunately, he ricochets that, and he takes a hit for his trouble. Not ideal. But his team is winning the battle, 5v4. He's almost got 4 shells loaded, and yes, now it's time to go to town. Okay, aiming in on the Smasher, good choice, as that is a very dangerous threat. You can take a hit from the IS-5 and live, but if the Smasher gets behind you, yeah, it's good nighty-night. Now he zoomed in again, zooming in again, and he misses anyway. So I would not have zoomed in quite as early as he did, because that, unfortunately, allowed the other guy to get an easy shot. But the Smasher's dead anyway, not the best player. IS-5, okay, takes another hit, and he's zooming in. Okay, that's fine, because, yeah, it's kind of the last tank. You can do whatever you want, really. Kidoki is just wandering around here, trying to get free, and can he pop him? Yes, he can. So, not a bad little game, but the enemy team was sadly lacking. Yeah, I would definitely say they were not the best players. A lot of them 40%ers. 2,339, he also blocked a little bit of damage. Yeah, he played it okay. Against a good enemy, he probably would have been wrecked. But, thankfully, the enemy team was not that good, so he comes in second. Decent game. Yeah, the other team, no, and no. Moving on to our second game, where he does a little bit better. He is in the Chimera, so it's a stronger tank. That's good news. They have a Defender Mark 1. That's bad news. That's the one tank you didn't really want to be going up against. They also have a WZ-120 GFT, deadly from distance, and good camo as well. He has a T-28 Defender backing him up, and a CDA-105. Not to mention a Barask, who can probably take the hill if he so chooses. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's heading off over here. Good job. And he's using this rock to protect him from targets, and he's going to... Okay, I would sit closer to the hill. Get close to that rock. Make yourself a tougher target. You're kind of in the open, and an easy shot for tanks. But this guy, yeah, what is he doing? Wow. Well, that was just a horrible move. Luckily, he doesn't take too much damage for this mistake. Yeah, this WZ, I don't know what he's really doing. Looks like he's going to end up in an early grave. Okay. See, now, had he been able to stop these guys going up, I mean, what is this guy doing? Well, so that's 2 easy shots on the WZ. Yeah. Luckily here, it's going to be hard to pen him until they crest the ridge. So now he moves up, that's fine. As I said, I would have done this a little bit sooner. Yeah, the Defender is the problem here. WZ obviously not the best, but a nice shot in there. And he takes 1 hit for his trouble. Now, I don't think I would really be worried about the IS. You've got to be worried about the Defender first. Come on, guys. Get the Defender. Defender is the problem. He's got 4 shells. Can really make your life a misery. Tiger decides to go for, I think, the IS, and he paid the price. So he's lost a lot of hit points. Now, zooming in like this means you've now lost track of where the Defender is. That is something you don't want to do, because now the Defender could literally, send 4 shells your way. This guy is sitting at the back. Nice shot in there. That's lovely stuff. But again, not the biggest threat. You've really got to be looking for the Defender. If the Defender can hit you, yeah, you could be in a world of hurt. Okay. What is going on here? He's just going to peek on over here. Can he get a good shot in? Maybe. And there are 2 shells, 3 shells. He bounced 1, 2 shells, 1 shell from the Defender. Luckily, the KV-3, I think it is trying to deal with that guy. This guy is just sitting there. Okay, he hits my buddy, but now he's a 1-shot. So not the best news for their team. And he hasn't learned his lesson. He's still just kind of sitting there. And can my buddy get him? Well, probably. Yeah, I mean, that is just... Yeah, no. That's just... poor play, if you ask me. That was... What was it? The silencer, I think it was. He's pushing in now. He's going to go for this guy. Yeah, he's not really threat. He misses that, unfortunately. But he also misses. And he was using HE, it seems. So why using HE on a Chimera frontally? Essentially, you don't want to use HE on most tanks frontally. There are some exceptions, but yeah, this Defender, I mean, okay, he takes 1 hit. As I said, he's the bigger threat. He bounces 1 shot, which is shocking on the rear of a tank. Yeah, Defender, yeah, his team sucked. Bottom line, absolutely sucked. Really gave him no support. They just kind of sat there, and looks like Ram is going to take this game easily. Had the Defender played a little bit better, I think it would have been a nightmare for his team. But there you go. A very solid game damage-wise. Just be careful about zooming in, Ram. You lose track of tanks on your side, and you don't want to give your side to most tanks. Had you been tracked, he could track you again and track you again. And if somebody then pushes on out, you can get absolutely wrecked. Luckily, Defender doesn't really know how to play, so you got away with it. But just be careful about staying zoomed in and choose your targets wisely. The Defender was the biggest threat. If you can take care of him, neutralize him, then you can go to town on all the other tanks. Easy peasy. That's just my suggestion, though. Do you have any suggestions for Ram? Let me know in the comments below. Be nice, be constructive. You can criticize, but don't be mean. There's a difference. We want to have constructive criticism, okay? And that's all I got for you today. Snugs on Blitz, out.